question first. Okay, now we can start. Okay, guys, good afternoon. For the ones who do not know about me, my name is Jasmine. I will be your teacher for these practice sessions of the TOEFL course. Okay, so let's do it. Now, today, this week, we are supposed to practice reading. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so let's just start. Before we go on practicing, let me show you something. Okay, first, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, reading, okay? It is just one task, but you will have to face a lot of reading paragraphs or texts, and you will have to answer a lot of questions, okay? Now, let's see. I need someone to help me. Let's see. Enrique, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, please, can you read what is reading about in the TOEFL test?
Okay. What is it about? There are 3 passages in this section. You have 60 minutes to complete the entire section. You might read the passage and answer the question in any order you choose, but plan to spend about 20 minutes on each passage and the accompanying questions.
Okay, so you have 60 minutes, an hour to finish this part of the test, okay? As a whole, okay? So the ideal time for each reading passage would be 20 minutes, okay? Remember that. So you are supposed to answer all the questions from one reading section in 20 minutes, okay? 60 minutes in total. Remember that, okay? Now, let's go to the types of questions you're going to encounter, okay? Let's see. There are some questions that you will have to answer, okay? Based on your understanding of the reading passage, okay? The first kind of question is the factual and negative factual information, okay? These are one type of question, remember that. Factual information, well, it will ask you to recognize information that is explicitly stated in the text. This is the easiest one because the answers will be explicitly stated in the reading text, okay? You have to look for major ideas, important details, and definitions. That's it. What about the negative factual information? Well, instead of only one answer being true, 3 of the 4 answers are true, okay? So what you have to find is the answer that is not correct, okay? So you have to determine which one is false, look for words like except or not in order to identify these kind of questions, and look for information that is not in the text or it is contradictory, okay? Remember that. Now then, moving on, we have the inference type question. Well, these questions will ask you to identify information or comprehend an idea that is not explicitly stated in the text, okay? In order to identify this kind of question, you have to look for words like infer, imply, or suggest. So what you have to do in this kind of questions? Well, you have to infer, okay, from context. You have to understand the question and the answer and the text in order to answer these kind of questions, okay? Skimming will be a good idea in order to answer this question, okay? What is skimming about? Well, reading quickly in order to identify major points. That's it, okay? Inference, you have to understand. The answer will not be explicitly stated in the text, okay? Rhetorical purpose, okay. This question will ask you to determine why the author has presented a piece of information, okay? You have to know the definition of keywords in order to answer this question, and you have to look for the most complete answer, okay? You will have a lot of choices from which you have to find or recognize the most complete one, okay? So this question will ask you to, let's say, find reasons why the author has presented a piece of information in the text, okay? So that's why it is called rhetorical purpose question. Vocabulary, it is one of the most common ones. Well, it will ask you to identify the meaning of some words or phrases that will be underlined in the text, okay? So you have to look for highlighted words or underlined words or phrases. You have to build your vocabulary, and you have to be aware of the types of vocabulary, okay? Academic and specialized. The academic type of vocabulary is the one that we all use, okay, when talking about English. The specialized one is the one that, I don't know, maybe a lot of fields of science use. There are some technical words that these fields use. For example, I don't know, maybe in physics, chemistry, maths, they use a lot of specialized vocabulary. So if you do not know about this special vocabulary, it will be given for you so that you can understand the whole text, okay? That's it for vocabulary. Now let's go with sentence simplification. Well, you will have a sentence, and you will have a lot of questions. Sorry, you have a lot of choices from which you have to choose the one that best summarizes the sentence you have just read. Okay, this is sentence simplification questions. Okay, you have to pick the sentence that includes essential information and understand the relationship between pieces of information in the passage. Okay, so you will have a lot of choices. You will have a sentence. Before those choices, you have to find the, the, the letter that best summarizes and explains that sentence that you have just read. Okay, guys? The insert text type of question. Well, you have to insert texts or phrases in a sentence. Okay, you will have to recognize the order. Okay, in this kind of question, you will have empty spaces in a paragraph, and you will have a lot of choices next to that paragraph. What you have to do in this kind of question is pick up, I don't know, maybe a word, a sentence, or a phrase, and place it in the paragraph, okay? In the place that you think it is the best for the paragraph to be coherent, okay? You have to look for coherence in this kind of question, okay? Like it says here, insert sentences into text so that it has coherence. And a good tip for to do this type of text would be that you have to know the pronouns, okay? If you know the pronouns and the way they have to be located in a sentence or in a paragraph, this question will be really easy for you, okay, guys? Finally, the prose summary question. Well, it is designed to show that you recognize the major ideas, okay, and the relative importance of information in the reading passage. You will have 6 choices, okay, in this kind of question, from which you will have to choose 3 of them. Those 3 options will express the most important ideas in the passage, okay? For this kind of question, you are supposed to understand the whole reading passage, okay? And you will have to choose from 6 choices. Those options that you will choose will best summarize all the content of the reading passage, okay? So that's what you have to do in this kind of question, okay, guys? Is everything clear, or do you have any question? Tell me now before we start with the practice, please. Guys, are you there? Hello?
Everything's clear, just a minute. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now, we're going to do the following.
No questions.
Okay? If there are questions, let me know now. Meanwhile, I will be sending you a link, okay, with all the exercises. Okay, can you go to that link? It is in the chat box, please. As soon as you're there, let me know.
Yeah, I'm there.
Thank you. What about the rest? Okay, I can see 2 people in the document. What about the rest of the class? We are 6 people in the class, so I need to see 6 people in the document. 4 people, okay. So
yeah, I'm also in the link.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now can you see my screen, guys? Guys, are you there? Hello? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the first reading passage, okay? The importance of seed plants. You have some time to read this and to answer this question. Remember the time you have, okay, for each reading passage, 20 minutes, okay? So it would be a good idea to read everything and then start answering these questions in less than 20 minutes. So let's start. You will find, I don't know, maybe 3, 13, 14 questions related to this reading passage. Okay, so what you have to do, or what you have to try is at least to finish in less than 20 minutes. Okay, to answer 14 questions in less than 20 minutes. Let's see how you do it. Okay, guys, are you ready? Guys, hello.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes.
You can start. From now on, you have 20 minutes. Let's see how many questions you are able to answer in that time. Okay, guys? If you have any problem, any doubt, whatever, I am here to help. Okay, feel free to ask. Okay, let's start, guys.
I I have a question.
Tell me.
For answering, do we highlight in the text or do we like write it in a piece of paper? How do we do it?
On a separate piece of paper, please, okay? After we
Okay.
finish with this exercise, I will ask you to share your answers, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can continue.
Finish.
Okay, one of you finished. What about the rest? Time is almost up. You only have 1 minute more.
It's for the first part, right?
The first reading passage, right?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. What about the rest? Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds and we will see.
I finished too.
Okay, thank you.
I finished.
Okay, excellent. It is time's up. Okay, guys, now I will ask you to do the following, okay? Send the answers that you have to the chat box of Zoom, okay? In only one message, please. It is important to do that. I will give you 1 minute to do that, okay? Let's start. Okay, thank you, Rodrigo. Remember, guys, in only one message, okay? Okay, thank you, Enrique, Yomara. Okay, please, guys, send the answers, okay? It doesn't matter if you didn't finish, okay? I need to see the answers, okay? Because at the end of this week, we will share the answers, okay? I will show you an answer key with explanations for each question, okay? Not only the answer, but the explanation for each of the answers, okay? Why? That explanation will include why you were supposed to choose an answer, okay? So please, I need you to send the answers. Okay, how many people send them? Let's see. Okay. Mafe, thank you, Luciana. Thank you, Mafe. Thank you, Samir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. How many are we in the session? 7. Okay, everybody shared the answers. Now, guys, I'm gonna share my screen again. Let's see. Let me find the document. Okay, here it is. Yes, here it is. Now I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, guys, now it is time for practicing. Okay, let's go to page. Let me see. Page number 9. Okay, go to page number 9, please. Are you there, guys? Can you see my screen? They're reading about telescopes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now it is time for you to start with this exercise, okay? I know that we won't have enough time because there are only 15 minutes in order to finish the class, but okay, guys, I want to know how many answers are you able to, how many questions are you able to answer in less than 15 minutes, okay? In order to practice, that's the most important thing here, okay? Remember, you have 20 minutes for each reading passage. Okay, so the ideal number of questions answered in 15 minutes would be, at least for me, 10 or 11. Okay, so let's try to answer at least that number of questions. Okay, guys, is it clear?
How many questions? Sorry.
In 15 minutes, at least 10. Okay, try to do it in 15 minutes. Of course, you have 20 minutes, remember that. But since we're not going to have enough time, try to answer 10 questions in 15 minutes. Okay, let's see if you can. Okay, guys? Is my instruction clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so let's do it, guys, please. You have 15 minutes from now. Meanwhile, I will be releasing the daily survey. And at the end of the class, I will be checking the attendance as well, okay? Let's start. Okay, guys, really sorry for interrupting what you're doing, but I need to call the attendance, okay? Pay attention, please. As soon as you hear your name, answer present. Okay, let's see. Castañas Torres Alexander Henry. Here. Durán Rivera Yomara.
Here.
Thank you. García Solís Cecilia Alejandra. Here. Gutiérrez Cruz José Enrique.
Here.
Martínez Alegría Jessy Pilar. Here. Martínez Durán Lorena Andrea. Here. Educasa Rosa Jessica. Here. And Rojas Calustro María Fernanda Carolina.
Here.
Okay. Now the other course. This is a new course. How many are we here? Okay, 5. Arevalo Valda Luciana.
Here.
Okay. Burgos Ballesteros Fabricio. Here. Paz Marqués Alvin Juliano. Here. Villegas Mercado Víctor Shamir.
Here.
Okay. And Zabalaga Rodrigo.
Here.
Okay. So guys, time is almost up. Tell me, how many questions were you able to answer in almost 15 minutes? How many questions? Let's see, Enrique.
I have only 8.
Okay, it's not too bad. What about you, Yomara?
8 too.
Luciana?
11.
11, excellent. Mafe?
9.
9, okay, nice. Rodrigo?
8.
8, okay. Shamir?
I could answer 7.
Okay, so 8, it's a nice number, okay? You, since we have, I think, 13 questions or 14, so 8 or 9 is excellent in almost 15 minutes. Remember, you have 20 minutes to deal with this kind of, let's say, questions and tasks from the reading passage, okay, guys? Okay, guys, thank you for attending today and participating. Don't forget to complete the daily survey as always. I would really appreciate that from you. And if you have any question or something, let me know now, okay? If not, you can leave the session, okay? Have a nice rest of the week. See you on Friday. We're going to continue on with this on Friday.
I have a
Hi,
question.
Jasmine.
Tell me.
So the correct answers, are you gonna send them to us?
Yes, I will send the answer key, the answer key for the 3 reading sections. We will work on one more reading practice on Friday. After that, I will send the answer key on a separate Word document. Don't worry about it. So save your answers, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you for asking. If there are no questions, you can leave the session. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you on Friday.
Bye-bye.